Lo-fi running in my earbuds, that way we don't have YouTube strikes. And let's pick up from yesterday. The last problem that I did yesterday was data science skills, so let's do this next one, average post hiatus, part 1. Given a table of Facebook posts, for each user who posted at least twice in 2021, write a query to find the number of days between each user's first post of the last year and the last post of the last year and the year 2021. Okay, so we only care about 2021. We're trying to find the time difference between, let's say, first post of 2021 from the last post, most recent post minus first post. It's going to be the day difference, day diff. Output the user and number of the days between each user's first and last post. So if we're outputting the user, it's probably going to be some user ID, and then another column will probably be the date diff. So for the, P.S. if you've read the ACE, the data science interview, and you like it, consider writing us a review. Okay. Here is the schema: user ID, post date, post content. The only relevant things that we need are actually probably just user ID and post date. Well, and also post ID, so we know which post to subtract from which post. We're probably gonna, it looks like in this example it's all 2021 data, but we're going to assume it's more than 2021, so we'll have to filter maybe just to 2021, or unless this post table is only 2021. Who knows? We'll see. And the output is, okay, as I suspected, user ID and then the date diff. They're calling it days between. Let me go ahead and run this pre-generated just to see what kind of table they have for us. User ID. Okay, here's a duplicate. 5252 post ID. I don't see. The screen's too small. I cannot see the date. Okay. So we're going to work off of this one and say select. We want user ID. And we're going to do from posts, and then we're going to obviously add more lines between there. Or let's first do a filter where I'm going to call it date diff. Oh, hold on. They call it days between. I'll just do a date diff. Whoa, why is that capitalized? Date diff. It's going to be the year. No. Hold on. Where date, year, maybe? Is equal to 2021. And I'm going to do this. What this percent sign does is it's saying 2021 and anything similar to that after that. Let me just go ahead and run it and I'll see what it gives me. Oh no. Oh, hold on, sorry. I created a custom variable. Let me actually use theirs. They call it post date. Post date. Run code. Invalid input for the syntax. Oh, because it's not a string, I can't just say wild character after 2021. Okay. Let's try something different. I'll select, I'm going to use max and min. functions to pull out the latest date and the earliest date. So I'll do max post date, comma, min of post date. I just want to see what it looks like. It's not the final. Must appear in the group by. Fine, I'll do group by user ID. Or should it be post ID? No, let's do user ID. User ID. Okay, sweet. So we can see this person posted at the earliest. They posted on the same day. Okay, and this person posted once in January of 2021 and once in December. So they waited almost like a whole year. No, sorry. They could have posted in between, but we're looking at the widest distance between their very first post and their very recent posts. Okay, this person posted on the same day. Alright, that looks fine for now, but we're going to need to do like create an operation. So I'm going to call it date diff. And do this, and instead of a comma, I need to subtract these. So this becomes a variable, and this becomes a variable. And now we're doing a subtraction between the two, which will become date diff. Let me see if that works. Given alias called, what did they call it? Days between? Days between. Yeah, that's what they called it. Command C, Command V, as V. Let's see if that works. I think I wrapped it right. Everything in here will be called days between. And these will be subtracted. Minimum minus subtracted from maximum. Function date diff interval does not exist. Interval. Function date diff interval does not exist, line 1. Interval. I actually don't allow this error, so I'm gonna paste it into Google. It's actually a useful function for analytical queries given 2 timestamps. I'll let you know. I'll tell you how many days. Okay, sounds like what I'm looking for. I need to specify in what, by I guess interval, they're asking, are you looking for the difference of a week? Like, are you, what increment are you counting at? So I need to know it by days. So I'm going to say, pass in here, day. Okay, they had it in quotation marks and they had a comma. So that's going to be the first parameter, and this is the second, which is to subtract. Now let's run it. Unknown. Days. Multiple. Let's see if that works. No. Let's try week. Year? Well, actually it's the same year. User ID. Let me put this as a second column. Select this and select days between, which is defined by this. So we've got 2 open brackets. a third open bracket, and we've got 1, 2, okay, so the brackets align. Okay. I'm gonna skip that for, let me go ahead and add a filter that says post date. Has to be, oh wait, no, it's not a string, so I can't say 2021. Function date diff unknown interval does not exist. Oh, maybe the function date diff does not exist. No, date diff. Oh, they're using date part. Let me try that. I wonder if this is just a difference of dialect, like maybe it's an Oracle versus some other, I don't know. Okay, well now it's blue. So maybe this is a function it was looking for, and date diff does not exist with PostgreSQL. The reason I know it's a function is because it turned blue. As you can see, I use a max function, min function within the inside. So I'm gonna run it now. Okay, we're partially there. Okay, user ID that matches days between. Okay, but they're expecting user 156, which I have, and 661093. Okay. I want to make sure I satisfied everything they needed. I'll put the user and number of days between each user's first. I want to assume this table is 2021, and I'm going to submit and see if it accepts this, because this output has way more rows than theirs. Your query output doesn't match the solutions output. Dang, that sucks. So, fine. Maybe, so the reason I submitted was because in the preview here, it's all 2021, but the reason there might be so many rows is because some are like from 2022, so we have to account for that. So I'm going to use a where and pass in the between. It's not a function, but I'm going to say post date between, and I'll just use hard-coded between certain date and certain date. So 2022 01 01 the last day is December 31st, and 2022 12/31. Run code. If there are less rows, then I'll be happy. Okay, so I think then that probably explains why adding that filter significantly reduced my output rows. So, but they have 2 rows. Oh shoot. 180 days, they have, this user ID is not even on there. So, okay, maybe that's not the problem. Maybe I'm this right. For each user who posted at least twice in 2020. Try to create. Oh, maybe this one, the 180-day difference could be that someone posted once. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Who posted at least twice? Oh, okay. So even though I added this date filter, I'm not accounting for whether they at least posted twice in 2021. They could have posted once in the beginning and once midway through, but there was 180 days in between. So we're going to do we're going to do having. This is another filter word, and we're going to count. Yeah, and we're going to count post ID that is greater than or equal to 2 group syntax or near group. Select from where group. Let me throw it down here. Yeah, they have to at least post twice. Wait, it's the same user with 180 days in between. What if I were to say more than twice? Oh, dang, that's annoying. Now there's no data. Current table Facebook posts for each user who posted at least twice. Write a query to find the number of days between each user's first post of the year and the last post of the year. So it has been 2021. There's a date diff. They have to post at least twice. Post twice or more to be considered for this. And then their output. I don't know. My output is definitely not the same as theirs, so I'm gonna go ahead and click through the hints. Use max or min. Yeah, I already did that. Select filling column. Okay. Oh. This is neat. I like this. I'm gonna use this from them. So date part. This is neat. From post, okay, I have that. Group by user ID, okay. Date part is a useful function to extract a part of the date. Example, month, year. Oh, okay. So if you're looking for like granular level, then you can say, I want to subtract by week or by month or whatever. Hint 3. From post, where? This looks a lot more elegant than what I have. Because I have this hard coded, so I'm going to just leave that as a comment and use their version. They're saying, look at the year for the date part. So I guess that's like in Excel, you can extract a particular part of that string, or it doesn't have to be a string, but a year too. You can specify these first 4 characters. So the state part is saying typically the layout is year, 4 years, then month, and day. So we're saying extract the first 4 characters of this date time, and then it's saying that for post date, it has to be in 2021. Okay, that's a lot better than what I was trying to do earlier, which was post date, and I did it like this, 2021. This will, see, this option, line 6, will only work if the data type was string, but it's not, it's timestamp. So it's encoded differently. Group by user ID, which I have. Replace clause with where or having. Okay, so I have as having. Count post ID, they said more than 1. I said 2 or more, which, I mean, they're saying the same thing. So I'm going to run the code now. And I hope mine, what? Now it looks way different. They have user ID 15. Okay, at least that we have the same user ID, but my day difference is 307. Oh, that's trippy. That's messed up. So it says it's acceptable, right? Oh wait, sweet. It looks like this in the submission, but if you look at their description, it said their expected output was this. So I thought 307 was wrong because it's not the same as 2. Anyways, maybe there could be like a glitch where their answer bank is updated, but then in the description it didn't update. Anyways, lesson learned. Don't rely too heavily on this, and you don't have to match exactly. All right, sweet.